lack of direction, lack of direction. Going to the beach is fun. Going to the beach is fun. Emotional, emotional. Will you link in 4 seconds? Will you link in 4 seconds? I'm going to the beach to relax. I'm going to the beach to relax. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. Before we make a decision, let's gather more information. Before we make a decision, let's gather more information. Should he blame 10 years? Should he blame 10 years? Can I connect? Can I connect? Then we can accept. Then we can accept. Is there a shoe aisle in the store? Is there a shoe aisle in the store? She is taller than her sister. She is taller than her sister. Surgeon at sunset? Surgeon at sunset? Does your brother like basketball? Does your brother like basketball? Fear of failure is holding me back. Fear of failure is holding me back. His handwriting is smoother than mine. His handwriting is smoother than mine. Pressure can prevent you from thinking clearly. Pressure can prevent you from thinking clearly. Will he not serve? Will he not serve? The message has been translated into Spanish. The message has been translated into Spanish. This object is a response contract as spoken. This object is a response contract as spoken. I judge 10 years. I judge 10 years. How many cars are there? How many cars are there? Have you checked the weather? Have you checked the weather? She is a compassionate caregiver. She is a compassionate caregiver. It won't bother you anytime soon. It won't bother you anytime soon. They would not meet at sunrise. They would not meet at sunrise. Tries to save money. Tries to save money. Does it get better in the afternoon? Does it get better in the afternoon? Sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Can you explain? Sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Can you explain? His nephew was the manager. His nephew was the manager. He finished his presentation early. He finished his presentation early. Should they host right away? Should they host right away? Coffee is hotter than tea. Coffee is hotter than tea. I met a famous actor at the event. I met a famous actor at the event. Take matters into your own hands. Take matters into your own hands. You can use my phone. You can use my phone. She danced in the ballet show. She danced in the ballet show. I want to go for a run. I want to go for a run. You go to concerts on the weekends. You go to concerts on the weekends. He may not be able to attend the meeting. He may not be able to attend the meeting. They were having a picnic in the park. They were having a picnic in the park. We could have invaded 2 weeks ago. We could have invaded 2 weeks ago. I will probably live a long and prosperous life. I will probably live a long and prosperous life. I can write properly. I can write properly. Are you ready to go shopping? Are you ready to go shopping? Children love to watch cartoons on TV. Children love to watch cartoons on TV. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to try to pull you in. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to try to pull you in. He was just being so good. He was just being so good. Credit. Credit. My teacher told me, you have to practice more to get better at math. My teacher told me, you have to practice more to get better at math. I'm constantly thinking of you. I'm constantly thinking of you. I'll call my friend to see if he's available. I'll call my friend to see if he's available. Is your grandfather a bartender? Is your grandfather a bartender? Would occupy. Would occupy. Sorry guys. I am confused as this experience is the first time for me. Sorry guys. I am confused as this experience is the first time for me. Our colleague was a botanist. Our colleague was a botanist. My close plans. My close plans. They will reply soon. They will reply soon. I met a famous actor at the event. I met a famous actor at the event. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. Can it rain silently? Can it rain silently? He needs to learn to swim. He needs to learn to swim. Were his half-brothers chauffeurs? Were his half-brothers chauffeurs? He likes to read before going to bed. He likes to read before going to bed. Can you give me directions to the nearest gas station? Can you give me directions to the nearest gas station? If I don't catch the next bus, I'll be late. If I don't catch the next bus, I'll be late. The dog was barking at the postman. The dog was barking at the postman. They still haven't come to the restaurant. They still haven't come to the restaurant. It takes 10 years to eat. It takes 10 years to eat. I read that book and my friends did too. I read that book and my friends did too. His cousins were cameramen. His cousins were cameramen. Can she dance? Can she dance? The hotel is below the comfort level. The hotel is below the comfort level. She's going to bake a cake for her daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's going to bake a cake for her daughter's birthday tomorrow. I'll be doing my homework when he gets home. I'll be doing my homework when he gets home. He has traveled to more than 20 countries. He has traveled to more than 20 countries. My grandson was a publisher. My grandson was a publisher. This makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. Will he be a journeyman? Will he be a journeyman? They usually go to concerts on Saturdays. They usually go to concerts on Saturdays. What kind of support do you give to our project? What kind of support do you give to our project? Single. Single. Did our grandfather draw? Did our grandfather draw? Can you get me a glass of water, please? Can you get me a glass of water, please? Previously we could evolve in 5 seconds. Previously we could evolve in 5 seconds. He did not take care of his health and fell ill as a result. He did not take care of his health and fell ill as a result. How's the weather? How's the weather? Shouldn't it be rarely protected? Shouldn't it be rarely protected? He studies for his exams every night. He studies for his exams every night. Are their spouses anthropologists? Are their spouses anthropologists? Can you tell me what the store opening hours are? Can you tell me what the store opening hours are? Can they call? Can they call? I have to buy a new car. I have to buy a new car. Such things. Such things. He's shouting 1 minute ago. He's shouting 1 minute ago. Can you help me find the gym? Can you help me find the gym? I shouldn't be quoting 1 a.m. later. I shouldn't be quoting 1 a.m. later. I wish I had been more patient. I wish I had been more patient. How much does a pair of shoes cost? How much does a pair of shoes cost? Immediately imagines. Immediately imagines. He has a cold. He has a cold. Can I use your toilet before I leave? Can I use your toilet before I leave? I'm still not sure what I want to do with my life. I'm still not sure what I want to do with my life. The flowers were watered by my mother. The flowers were watered by my mother. You were like, should not referee every year. Should not referee every year. I want to learn English. I want to learn English. Rarely have to score points. Rarely have to score points. You can win at noon. You can win at noon. What language are you learning? What language are you learning? I shouldn't be headhunting after 4 nights. I shouldn't be headhunting after 4 nights. I have been working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the last 2 years. I have been working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the last 2 years. Developer every month, right? Developer every month, right? This week is the second week of the sprint. This week is the second week of the sprint. We will have a picnic in the park. We will have a picnic in the park. We had been planning the trip for a long time. We had been planning the trip for a long time. Should they insist? Should they insist? They were hiking in the mountains during their vacation. They were hiking in the mountains during their vacation. He wishes to turn his hobby into a profitable business. He wishes to turn his hobby into a profitable business. Can't we wrestle often? Can't we wrestle often? Did you pour the year? Did you pour the year? I will go home. I will go home. The population of the country is likely to increase. The population of the country is likely to increase. Once in a month. Once in a month. How often do you eat out? How often do you eat out? He did not assume occasionally. He did not assume occasionally. I'll pay $10 as punishment. I'll pay $10 as punishment. He was writing. He was writing. He saved enough money to buy a new car. He saved enough money to buy a new car. He does handicrafts in his spare time. He does handicrafts in his spare time. Can you understand what I'm saying? Can you understand what I'm saying? He goes to the gym to exercise. He goes to the gym to exercise. Won't you fix? Won't you fix? He will practice his guitar skills every day. He will practice his guitar skills every day. I love taking photos. I love taking photos. The distance between Tony's house and school is 11 meters. The distance between Tony's house and school is 11 meters. I will be busy in the morning. I will be busy in the morning. Was your nephew a lecturer? Was your nephew a lecturer? My sister's birthday is next week. My sister's birthday is next week. Do you like football? Do you like football? Doesn't it block after 5 seconds? Doesn't it block after 5 seconds? Should we strictly follow these rules? Should we strictly follow these rules? We went to the park to enjoy the sun. We went to the park to enjoy the sun. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. Won't she lie? Won't she lie? I have to forgive the dogs. I have to forgive the dogs. It is not prepared every day. It is not prepared every day. I'm always hungry and I can't help it. I'm always hungry and I can't help it. I like your brother. I like your brother. These are my travel documents. These are my travel documents. Sounds great. Sounds great. We cannot deny. We cannot deny. Were his relatives scientists? Were his relatives scientists? He studied medicine at university and became a doctor. He studied medicine at university and became a doctor. I wish we had gone on vacation last month. I wish we had gone on vacation last month. Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? Can't you ever bother? Can't you ever bother? I run as fast as you. I run as fast as you. His handwriting is more legible than mine. His handwriting is more legible than mine. Can you tell me more than that? Can you tell me more than that? Was it my mother-in-law? Was it my mother-in-law? He should find out after 3 weeks. He should find out after 3 weeks. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Sorry, I have to leave. Sorry, I have to leave. You have to focus. You have to focus. The 10 Commandments are a really important part of Christianity. The 10 Commandments are a really important part of Christianity. Aware. Aware. Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to stay? We are waiting for the bus to arrive. We are waiting for the bus to arrive. He was laid off at 4 p.m. He was laid off at 4 p.m. Take into account. Take into account. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. Is her aunt a rapper? Is her aunt a rapper? I've been developing for 10 years. I've been developing for 10 years. Should limit after 1 day. Should limit after 1 day. Our stepmother is a factory worker. Our stepmother is a factory worker. Separately. Separately. We've been studying for our exam all weekend. We've been studying for our exam all weekend. I finished my job. I finished my job. He sang a lullaby. He sang a lullaby. Is your family still together? Is your family still together? He has to study for the exam. He has to study for the exam. Can you help me find a quiet place to make a phone call? Can you help me find a quiet place to make a phone call? I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch horror movies. You are not reliable. You are not reliable. Should we mark earlier? Should we mark earlier? Does he care at night? Does he care at night? I will start a new career. I will start a new career. Don't I always have to go? Don't I always have to go? We have to banker often. We have to banker often. The baby took his first steps. The baby took his first steps. Wouldn't he attack at noon? Wouldn't he attack at noon? 2 I will work. 2 I will work. How many words do you need to speak a language? How many words do you need to speak a language? I can't see any lessons in today's English. I can't see any lessons in today's English. I want to learn to surf. I want to learn to surf. Turn off your phone when the movie starts. Turn off your phone when the movie starts. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. If you want to continue, please continue. If you want to continue, please continue. All right, we have to go. All right, we have to go. The book fell off the shelf by itself. The book fell off the shelf by itself. Do you want me to check your answer? Do you want me to check your answer? Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? Failed every week. Failed every week. You should take the dog for a walk every day. You should take the dog for a walk every day. Can you turn on the AC? Can you turn on the AC? Will he judge? Will he judge? The movie was scarier than I thought. The movie was scarier than I thought. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. Were his half-brothers chauffeurs? Were his half-brothers chauffeurs? Could it be open then? Could it be open then? I may not feel. I may not feel. Where can I find canned beans? Where can I find canned beans? Do I fill it at dusk? Do I fill it at dusk? Weren't you a team? Weren't you a team? What is unconscious bias? What is unconscious bias? They had already finished their dessert before I got to the restaurant. They had already finished their dessert before I got to the restaurant. I have many grapes. I have many grapes. Are they always senators? Are they always senators? I'm cooking dinner for my family. I'm cooking dinner for my family. Wake up immediately when the alarm goes off. Wake up immediately when the alarm goes off. Can't they settle in later at 1 a.m.? Can't they settle in later at 1 a.m.? Where can I find drinks? Where can I find drinks? Can't open next year? Can't open next year? I ate a delicious cake at the patisserie. I ate a delicious cake at the patisserie. Did I shout at sunrise? Did I shout at sunrise? They always come late to the party. They always come late to the party. His performance was better than last year. His performance was better than last year. Can you explain to me? Can you explain to me? All my secrets. All my secrets. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Tony, shall we play hide and seek with you? Tony, shall we play hide and seek with you? The differing opinions of the group members caused tension. The differing opinions of the group members caused tension. Check when. Check when. The woman whose purse was stolen called the police. The woman whose purse was stolen called the police. Haven't you been cooking before? Haven't you been cooking before? They are cheering for their team. They are cheering for their team. March 24th. March 24th. Walking by the river, I felt a sense of peace. Walking by the river, I felt a sense of peace. I'll have to get a new bucket. I'll have to get a new bucket. Should we change our approach? Should we change our approach? Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe in love at first sight? I have an appointment in 2 days. I have an appointment in 2 days. His brother-in-law was a janitor. His brother-in-law was a janitor. She is not a babysitter now. She is not a babysitter now. Update process of rollout file. Update process of rollout file. They got it now. They got it now. We have to wait for the bus at the stop. We have to wait for the bus at the stop. Precision. Precision. I can't wait for a fun-filled weekend. I can't wait for a fun-filled weekend.